Hey everybody, my name is Laura. Thank you for stopping by LP Hair. Today I'm going to be teaching you my method for trimming somebody's beard up. So Theo, this is my model Theo here, he has an excellent beard. It grows super thick, super full, and I get trim it up for him. So the first thing that I like to do when I'm trimming a beard is to go through it and assess where I think I'd like to go with the beard and what he has, and then I like to go and see what's good about what he has and what's bad about what he has, so that I can give him what I want or what he wants. It depends on, who's choosing what we're doing here. So when I take a quick look at Theo's beard, there's some things that I know that I like about it. So if I spin him to the side, I like this shape that he has going on here. It's nice and flat in the bottom. He has this here that's nice and square, and it's kind of bushy down here, but I think that it looks really good, and he's got a nice shape coming out here. So I'm going to keep this boxy square look that he has going on. So I'm going to just minimally clean up this, minimally clean up this here, and same up in here, just getting away the flyaways. The things that I don't like about his beard when I'm looking at it is, for one, his sideburns here. I'll spin back. His sideburns are looking really bushy, and they're not blending into his shaved heads, because he shaves his head himself, and it's been about 3 weeks since he's had his beard done. So right now he doesn't have a nice blend. So I'm going to blend this in and make it look softer. His mustache is quite grown over top of his lip, and because his mustache and beard are so bushy, it's sticking out of his face a lot here. So I'm going to soften that down. And then I can also see that he has a lot of bulk right here and right here, and it's puffing out of his face. So it's just starting to look too big and bushy everywhere. So I just want to lighten that up for him and give him an overall slimmer look here, slimmer here, and then I'm going to keep this nice full boxy look here. So I'm going to I just brush that out there with a nice beard comb. And I'm going to use my trimmers here. And I'm going to start eliminating the things that I don't want there. And then once I have those eliminated, I'm going to be able to see what kind of shape I'm left with and if there's anything else that I want to take out. And we've chosen not to put a cape on today because it's super hot, and Theo's just going to end up being like hot and sweaty, and his hair is going to be sticking to him. So, so we're just going to leave it like this, and I guess he's just going to take a shower afterwards. So I'm going to start up here with the sideburn. Give him a spin here. So I'm just going to take my comb, and I'm going to put it into his sideburn here, and I'm going to tilt it up so that it's nice and tight up at the top here, and then it's angled outwards like this, and that means that the hairs are going to get short to long there. And I'm just going to take my clippers and buzz them off. And you can freehand this a little bit up in there. And then I'm going to also do that same technique all along the front of here, just so I can eliminate this bulk here that's really sticking out of his face here. It's super, super long. I'm just going to switch to where I have more teeth. And then over on this side here, I'm just going to pull these hairs back towards his ear and trim those off. And this way he's going to get like a nice clean line here. So since his beard is covering up all of his neck hair, I'm not going to shave any of the neck hair that's underneath this beard line. I'm just going to shave what's like, you know, messy down here on his neck, because there's no need for me to shave up underneath there if the beard is covering it. I'm just going to sort of lift these hairs all up this way, and any of these long ones, when they're pulled up here, I'm going to trim off. And that's going to mean that these hairs are going to be the shortest up here, and they're going to fade down into long, and that will give them a slimmer look here and keep it nice and fat down on the bottom. And just lightly skimming these messy hairs there and here. I do like to freehand beard trims a lot, just to get off the little fuzzy pieces around the edges. And yeah, you can see that there, he's getting this nice tight look here, and it's starting to fly out a lot there, which I think is looking pretty good, so I'm gonna leave that. So like I said at the start, when I go and I look at what looks good and what looks bad, and then I just try to work around it. So, you know, I kind of like that this is pulling out here, so I go and I take this down and then see how this looks once I've taken this down here, and then if it's too big, I can take it down, or I can just choose to leave it. Again, up on this side. Pulling this side up just like I did the last side. Making sure I don't cut off his long mustache hairs. And the same that I on this side, I'm just going to pull these over here, trim off these hairs here. This way, by trimming up, pulling these backwards and trimming these hairs in here, when these hairs fly over this way, he's not going to have a mess there. And just lightly trimming up these hairs there, not cutting into the beard line that much. And then the same under here. Trimming off his neck hairs without trimming into the actual beard. And once I have that part done, now just trimming up the edges, and I've faded this in. Now I need to start assessing both sides and see what type of shape I have and how it looks on him. And freehanding from there. So it's still a little bit bulky up here, so I take some more of that away. I'm going to move his mustache out of the way and trim some of that underneath there. Tighten this up in the front. This is just removing a lot of bulk right now. His beard it just grows like straight out of his face, like that. So I just want to maintain that, because if it gets too bushy, it's going to start adding weight to his face, and then he's going to look like he weighs a lot more than he does, and he's just going to start looking more like a wild bushman, which like we don't really want, even though even though he does have a big beard and wants to have a big beard. I'm just trimming this mustache up above the lip, making sure to get these little ones in here by the lip, and trimming these top hairs up by his nose so that he doesn't have quite so thick a mustache. This is nice if you clear out some of the hairs underneath the mustache, then the mustache sort of becomes separate from the beard and then it becomes more prominent. That one hair was wild. And I always like as well to be able to get a look at him straight on as well as having a mirrored image. Because sometimes you don't see something straight on that you can see in a mirror. So it's good to see all angles of it from every direction. Yeah. And now it's starting to look really nice here. So as you can see, I've scooped so much of this out on both sides, but I've maintained how big and bushy it was at the bottom, which is awesome. So, you know, and if I wanted to, I could take this out to give him something that was more curved in like that, but I don't want to. So we're gonna just leave it like this, because this is just complementing how his beard grows so nicely now. Awesome. Great. So here it is. And so I'll spin him to the side. Now you can see he's got like a nice soft blend in here from his hair into the beard. And I've got a nice crisp straight line there, a crisp one out here, and it's looking a little bit flatter up and through the front there. And the same on the other side. Nice crisp bottom here, flat line, a nice gentle little fade in here, and the front is softer. And now his mustache is sticking out just a little bit more, and I can see his face, so it's looking so much better. So there. So this is my method of how I trim a beard. And to go over, like I started at the sideburns, and that's always the first place I start, so I can start eliminating this part, and then I move forward from here up into the front, and then freestyling a lot of it, and really just trying to take off as little as possible to maintain what type of beard he's going for or I'm going for. And there, and that's done. So thank you for stopping by today and watching this video on how I trim up a beard. My name is Laura and this is LP Hair. I post videos every Monday, so if you could just subscribe, then that would be awesome and you won't miss any upcoming videos. And let me know what you think about this in the comment. Give me a like, and thank you all. I'll see you all next week. Bye.